Audio Jungle.
19. It's been delayed until 2020. Tom Cruise posted this picture on Instagram to build up the excitement of the sequel. Top Gun: Maverick was originally supposed to be released on July 12, 2019, and fans were going crazy over the idea. But it was recently announced that Paramount is postponing the release until June 26, 2020. So, we won't see any jet doing flybys for a couple of years, but there is plenty to get excited about. It's been over 30 years since Top Gun released, and some believed there would never be a sequel to the classic movie. 18. Joseph Kosinski is directing. Joseph Kosinski was the direction for the movie Oblivion, which he worked with Tom Cruise on, and the pair will be coming back together for Top Gun: Maverick. Aviators are back, the Need for Speed. We're going to have big, fast machines. It's going to be a competition film, like the first one, but a progression for Maverick, Cruise told Access Hollywood in June 2017 about the film. It's likely to be another exciting rush of adrenaline that we can't wait to see. 17. It's a different time in the Navy. A lot of people couldn't wrap their minds around Tom Cruise, who is 56 right now, getting in the cockpit of a fighter jet. But let's be honest, Cruise hasn't slowed down one bit over the years, but in truth, things are going to be a little different in the sequel. The Navy is very different now than it was in 1986. Back then, they hadn't been in any war for 15 or 20 years at that point. It has to adapt, said Kosinski. 16. Iceman will be returning. Val Kilmer has been dealing with health problems over the years, but it has been announced that he will be returning for the Top Gun sequel. He certainly lost a lot of weight over the year, so hopefully, he will be looking like himself in the next 2 years to come. He posted on social media to announce the fact that he was coming back. Fanfare to follow, but I'm officially in the sequel to Top Gun. I am so looking forward to working with Tom Cruise, Joe Kosinski and Jerry Bruckheimer, all such unique pros, Kilmer wrote on Facebook. 15. Jennifer Connelly is joining the cast. There were rumors around whether the Beautiful Mind actress was joining the sequel, but Tom Cruise announced to Extra that she is, in fact, part of the group. I just admire her work. She is enormously talented. She's gonna be amazing in the movie. So, who will she play? She will play a single mother who runs the local bar that just so happens to be close to the naval base. Could she be Cruise's love interest? It has been said that Cruise's love interest would be age appropriate instead of someone half his age. Without getting into details, that was something that was important to everyone to avoid, to find something new, said co-writer Justin Marks. 14. Miles Teller is playing Goose's son. 13. The delay is for a reason. Many people are wondering why they would delay such an amazing project, but the production team wants you to know that it's not because there are any problems. The goal is to make the movie as amazing as possible, and that takes time. We all know that Tom Cruise can put out great movies, so there is no worry there. Joseph Kosinski stated that they just wanted more time so that the production can work out all the complex flight sequences so that the pic can be great. Sounds good to us. .12. Kelly McGillis will not be returning. Whatever happened to Kelly McGillis, the sexy love interest of Maverick back in the day? Kelly McGillis is 60 years old now and hasn't been in Hollywood for a long time now. Instead of acting, she opened up a bar in Key West, Florida, and she has also spent some time working with people with drug and alcohol issues. There was a time that she was even teaching other actors how to hone their craft. She stated in 2014 that she would love to have a cameo in the film, but she will not be appearing in the film at all. There will be a female fighter pilot. Times have certainly changed since the 80s, and there are now women in the Air Force. Apparently, they are going to do a reverse on the original movie. Instead of a cocky male student trying to run the show, it will be a female named Penny Benjamin. They are breaking up the boys' club and bringing in Chicago Justice star Monica Barbaro. She is clearly going to be cast as Teller's love interest as well, which adds a new element to the movie. Maverick will be an instructor. You're probably asking yourself, what on earth is Maverick doing back at the school? He did go on to be an amazing fighter pilot in the military, but now that he's over that whole thing, he wants to train the next generation to be as awesome as he is. Judging by his cool skills, he would be the perfect instructor to teach the new kids. He will be taking Goose's son under his wing, and he will have to deal with the cocky new female pilot that will likely remind him of his own cockiness. It will heavily feature drone tech. Times have changed, and with that, they have to use new technology in the movie. Everyone knows with Tom, he is 100% going to want to be in those airplanes shooting it practically. When you look at the world of dogfighting, what's interesting about it is that it's not a world that exists to the same degree when the original movie came out. Glenn Powell will be joining the cast. Glenn Powell was originally being considered for the role of Goose's son, but he lost the role to Miles Teller. He was really disappointed, but it turned out that the producers were so impressed with him that they decided to create a role just for him. He was so excited that he took a picture of himself with a bomber jacket and aviators in front of a jet. Guess some things aren't so classified, it's now official. I'm headed to Top Gun, he wrote. This movie is one of the reasons I became an actor. It's why I always go low after a high five, always fall in love with my teachers, say things like clean 'em and fry 'em on a daily basis, and volleyball games and oiled up flexing, and why I can blame all my speeding tickets on Kenny Loggins. They have new call signs. In Top Gun all the fighter pilots had their own unique call signs, they were the individual names that kind of told a story all their own. That's where we got names like Iceman, Viper, Maverick, Goose, and Jester. So of course, now that a new movie is coming out they have new call signs, and The Hollywood Reporter got their hands on the new call signs. The new signs sound just as cool, and they include Payback, Slayer, Cyclone, Lardo, Phoenix and Viking. 6. Jon Hamm will be joining the cast. Jon Hamm is another amazing actor and we are thrilled that he is joining the cast. He has had one heck of a 2018 as he was part of the comedy tag, the thriller Beirut and Bad Times at the El Royale. It looks like his 2019 is going to be even better. He's got 2 more movies in the works plus the new Top Gun movie. We're not what role he will be playing, but there is already such a strong cast that we are pumped to see how it's all going to play out. Maverick will have a new bike. We loved the bike that Maverick drove around on, and we're sure that his love interest enjoyed it as well. But this time around when Maverick is gunning his bike, it will be a completely different model. TMZ actually spotted Tom Cruise riding the new bike onto the air base, so it's pretty obvious that they plan to pay homage to that classic scene. He no longer has the Kawasaki GPZ 900R because he's riding a Ninja H2R. The bike goes for $55,000, and the site Right Apart said maybe Cruise's character also got a pay raise for. The plot itself will be focused on the pilots. Although they do have to touch on the fact that there are drones being used in society too. This isn't going to be a story where you just see drones. The movie is based on the pilots themselves and what they are doing at the air base. Personally, I would never want to see a movie about drones, Kosinski explained. For me, Top Gun has always been not about fighter planes. It's been about fighter pilots. It's true, we want to see badass pilots. Not a movie about drones. 3. Ed Harris is signed up to. The fact that such a great cast is on board for the sequel means that the movie is likely to be pretty amazing. Another great actor, Ed Harris, has also signed up for the movie and he likely plays a senior member of the Air Force. We're not sure what a role is going to be yet, but we are excited to see how they pull everything together. Judging by the characters that Harris has played over the years, there is a chance that he could be the antagonist to Cruise in Top Gun: Maverick. The volleyball scene may be added. There just might be another reason for the ladies to tune into the sequel. Tom Cruise alluded to the fact that there might be a recreation of the volleyball scene from the original. That means shirtless guys on the beach and playing volleyball. During an interview with Eastern Time Canada, Cruise mentioned that they may revisit that scene for nostalgia's sake. There could be a beach scene, Cruise said. That's all I can tell you. There is so much intrigue that we can barely contain ourselves. Expect the classic 80s music to be there. There was some pretty awesome 80s music that was part of the original which were perfect for the action scenes. We have Take My Breath Away as well as Danger Zone that couldn't have been more epic for the movie. The composers will be coming back to update their music for the new movie, so how cool is that? Kenny Loggins told TMZ, "I met Tom Cruise on The Tonight Show starring Jimmy Fallon, and I asked him that question," Loggins said. He said, "Of course, we have to use Danger Zone. I'm hoping to do it, maybe as a duet with a young act. I'd love to work with, well, there's young and then there's young." We have some feelers out to some pretty cool rock acts.